I still have Camp Fireside happening, Jumbo Grill. But I know a lot of you follow me for my political knowledge, right? Like for my relationships and my political knowledge. And some of you are aware that Andrew Yang has been on my friends list since 2018. You fucking Yang. So Andrew Yang is starting a third party, right? He's starting a third party. And he famously dropped a racist joke while he was running for president that he understands math really. I think this is what I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly, but he dropped some sort of racist joke that he was like really good at math because he was Asian. Well, obviously not if he's starting a third party, right? But let's talk about why he's doing this. Okay, there's a couple of reasons why he's doing this. Number one, he's doing it because he's got a book deal. He like dropped a book today, right? So he's this is a capitalist move where he's trying to make some money. He's trying to make some money. He has been watching a lot of us for many years, right? Like he sent friend requests to a lot of us who are within the Bernie network back in 2018. And he's been watching us for a long time. So he's well aware of what's happening with like the movement for the People's Party and shit. And he thinks he can pull it off a little bit better and like make some money off of this. And he wants to sell a book. This dude is literally on my friends list. I fucking just tagged him in a post and it went straight to his wall. It went straight to his wall. Because he doesn't even protect his social media. He doesn't even put down the safeguards to like put down whether or not he's going to approve his posts. Okay, so I'm literally on his wall right now talking about the fact that he was bragging about knowing math and now he's starting a third party. Andrew Yang dropped out of the presidential race at the same time as Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar. I think Elizabeth Warren dropped out before them. Tulsi Gabbard stuck in it for a little bit longer. But basically, it was pretty clear to us that they were all making deals. They were all making deals with Barack Obama so that Biden would get that nomination. It was very clear to us that they were all making deals and they were taking advantage of the pandemic situation. They were taking advantage of the Clyburn situation where Clyburn stepped in and fucked up Bernie's chances in South Carolina. This all was happening simultaneously. It was like a perfect storm and they totally fucked over Bernie. But what happened is a lot of these fuckers, pardon my French, dropped out because they were given some level of expectations. And I think what has happened here is that Yang thought he had some level of expectations and it was not delivered on. I think that's why he ran for mayor of New York too. I think because they wanted to take out, what was that guy's name that was the mayor of New York who endorsed Bernie? Let's be real, you guys. I can't remember the name of that dude. The guy who was the mayor of New York at the time endorsed Bernie, so they wanted to run Yang. This is my opinion. This is my political analysis of what happened. I'm fairly certain that they were like, we can give you something, and I'm fairly certain they've done this with everybody who dropped after that Super Tuesday, because there was a ton of people who fucking dropped, and they all, or was it right before Super Tuesday, or was it right? It might have been right before Super Tuesday. They fucking dropped, and they all dropped out and endorsed Biden. Buttigieg was one of them. Yang was one of them. Klobuchar was one of them. Bloomberg, I think, stayed in. I think Tulsi stayed in, but both of those people ended up dropping out. Bloomberg just said that he would support whoever went through, which that's kind of cool, but I mean, Bloomberg is way centrist. But Tulsi fucking dropped out and endorsed Biden when Bernie was still in it. These people were making deals. We're all, everybody who does any sort of political volunteerism, we hear things because we're participating in the party process, and we have relationships with people in party politics. So we're all hearing things, and we all heard the same thing. We all heard the same thing, that Obama was making deals. Fucking Yang. Okay, so Yang, I think at this point feels like he got left in the dust, because he was like told that he was going to have a political career or something if he dropped some. He was going to get something out of it, and whatever it was he expected to get out of it, he did not get out of the situation. This dude is literally on my friends list, you guys. He's literally on my friends list. I just tagged him. You can go to his wall. You can see my post on his wall right now. And it's like the top of the page too, because despite the fact that he just released a book today, and he just announced creating a new third party, his social media is still stale. So I'm like at the top of his page right now. I did a live stream of him at the 2019 KDEM e-board meeting. I took a selfie with him. Dude is on my friends list, but he was following us because we were Bernie volunteers, because he knew we were Bernie organizers. He was trying to tap into the progressive movement to replicate what we do. And what he got out of that was he saw the Nick Brana network and thought, well, that's interesting. He didn't get that that's not at all what like true Bernie supporters were trying to, like, Bernie's real message was to enter and reform the party. He did not understand, like, because he just didn't tap into what it really was all about. And so instead, he ended up getting sucked into the Jimmy Dore Convo Couch network, but thinking, well, I can patent this and do it better than them because they're weird conspiracy theorists, right? But I could probably package this. So that's what Yang's doing right now. That's what he's doing right now, and he's gonna. It's gonna be done in like a week. I think this is gonna be over. I don't even know if it's gonna last for a whole fucking week. This is gonna be over so fucking fast because on top of it, he circumvented the whole Nick Brana group, so they're gonna be pissed about it, and they're gonna attack him. And I mean, it's going to be over very fast. But he's doing this to try and sell a book, and it's going to be a disaster for him. This dude, he literally has been trying to follow us forever. He's been trying to follow us forever, you guys. It's so crazy. Oh, Yang, you had Yang Gang, man. You actually had something going on. You actually had a following because you could have tapped into the whole rising movement of the AAPI community. You could have tapped into that, but you were such a fake. You're such a phony, dude, that nobody's there. Nobody's fucking there with you right now. This is kind of funny though. It's kind of funny because he is literally still on my friends list. Go check his page. I'm literally at the top of his page right now.